ready. I guess we're ready.
Welcome to Here Watch This. Nope.
What
is this called? Welcome to Family Movie Night. I'm Shan.
And I'm Kelly.
And after a long hiatus, it was still Kelly's pick. And
always.
She has chosen Disney's Candleshoe from 1977, starring Jodie Foster, Niven and Helen Hayes. Jodie Foster plays a juvenile delinquent who gets recruited by a con man, played by Leo McKern, to pretend to be the long-lost granddaughter of an old widow, played by Helen Hayes, who lives in an English country manor where a pirate has supposedly hidden his treasure somewhere. Unfortunately, she's also going broke, and the butler, Priory, played by Niven, along with some orphans, are actually the ones keeping the place running behind the scenes. We were a little late getting a VCR. We got our first VCR for Christmas 1991, and one of the movies that we got with it was Candleshoe. So I remember watching this like pretty much every day for a month. What are your memories of this movie?
I remember watching it quite often. I think I started collecting Disney movies too, I think. And I had like a bunch of them at one point. But yeah, I do remember watching it a lot. It was always something that we could just enjoy together, and over the years we have watched it quite a bit.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with my Jodie Foster obsession.
Oh, no, I'm sure.
So, what do you think of the movie?
I absolutely love this movie. It's got, like, adventure, mystery. I mean, it's just a really good movie, and Jodie Foster is, like, excellent in it. I love the cast. I mean, all the little orphans, they're just so awesome. There's so much about this movie that I just really, really enjoy. I mean, it's so funny, too. I mean, I just enjoy it so much.
Yeah, you've got Niven playing kind of several characters, because as Priory, the butler, he's also pretending to be the chauffeur and the gardener and the widow's friend who's a colonel, or was a colonel. So he's wearing all these disguises and putting on these different accents.
And it's very funny.
And then you've got like the mystery of them trying to figure out where this pirate's treasure is. Like there's like a series of riddles that Jodie Foster her character has to find and try to figure out where that leads to next. So there's a slight mystery to it. You've got like a, kind of the scene at night in the library with the flashlight.
I like that scene.
You've got a scene in the graveyard. And then, of course, the con man he's just in it for himself. So he's up to no good. He just wants her to find the treasure. Of course, she's getting, kind of attached to the family. There are, like, some conflict with the other orphans.
I really enjoy that, the conflict between the orphans. That's a good little scene.
Yeah, there's a fun fight scene between her and one of the other girls, or two of the other girls. They kind of end up double timing her, but like the one girl grabs an entire tomato vine.
And throws it at her, and it like
I've never seen a tomato vine used as a weapon.
No, and it does get her because it smashes, and she's got tomato like all over up here. And then
she takes one of the tomatoes off the vine and uses it.
She gave her a weapon. That was a really good scene.
Yeah, it ends up in the pond, which was pretty funny.
Yeah. And then the older boy has to break him up.
Then she doesn't rat him out, so that kind of brings them closer together. But like she joins in trying to help them, keep the place running to get money for the taxes and whatever. So she kind of comes over to their side rather than the con man's side. This is your channel. You're supposed to be doing the talking.
You're so much better at it. Well, I really like how the movie starts off too. You know, with her and this little gang that she's in or whatever.
She's a hoodlum.
Yeah, she's a little hoodlum, and they steal stuff. They steal stuff out of a little market, and they steal a basketball from another group of kids, and boy, do they get them with... She dumps over some oil, and then they get all, like, just all in it.
Inside a garage, which makes just a huge mess.
Yeah, it is so funny. And then they end up, I guess, stealing something, like, maybe at a mall or something, some store, and then the cops are all after them. And it's just a fun way to open the movie, too, you know. I really enjoy that as well.
Yeah, she's, like, really kind of street smart, wisecracking kind of character.
So witty, and I like the way she talks and all her little comebacks and everything. It's really funny. Unlike me, I'm not smart and I don't have comebacks. I don't know how to talk in general.
And it's cool how they kind of convince the widow that she is the long lost granddaughter. You know, the little series of
like little thing. Well, you know, there's a lot of stuff they try to do to, you know, disprove that she's not, like, you know, giving her shortbread and rice pudding, which is supposed to be things that she really loves, and so she pretends to love the rice pudding, which she does not, and then she attempts to hide it in a plant, and then they offer her strawberries, which she's allergic to strawberries or something, and breaks out in hives. And then there was the bit where she was supposed to realize there was a hole in the fireplace mantle or something, and then there's a box they discover, and she knows the tune to the box before they open the box.
A music box.
Yeah, so it's just stuff like that they try to convince the old lady. And I was hoping that maybe she would end up learning that she was the long lost granddaughter, because she had she has scars that I guess match the story of the granddaughter.
The granddaughter went missing when she was 4. She was possibly in a car accident. Yeah. They don't know. There was a car accident. They don't know if she was
in the car or not. And I was hoping that maybe she would eventually find out that she was. Well,
I think it kind of leaves it open at the end.
Yeah. So she could be, you know, but we'll never know. And every time I watch that scene, though, when I forget that she was trained to know the tune and everything, and I don't know, sometimes I think that, oh, she's really remembering this, but no, I forgot she was trained.
She's very convincing.
She is very convincing.
So the orphans are all, you know, like really likable and cute. Like the youngest one especially is really cute.
He's adorable.
And he has a scene near the end. There's like it turns into like this whole caper, and there's like a fight scene at the end between, you know, the con man and his men and all of them. And there was a couple of moments that kind of reminded me of Home Alone, like when he was up the stairs and, you know, with Kevin and the paint can, except this was a ham. And then also, it's been a while since I've watched Home Alone, but isn't there a part where he slides down a wire or something?
He goes from, I think, to his house to like a little tree house or something. Some kind of, I don't know. It's been a while since I watched.
But it is kind of like a little bit of a Home Alone style fight, because they're, you know, using things inside the house to fight all these crooks who are not very good at fighting, actually.
No, they are not.
And then there's a fight between Priory and the con man, where they're just getting like swords off the wall and stuff, but neither one of them's very good.
And sticks and with pointy ends, and they keep breaking them off, and they just keep getting it stuck in the staircase and everything. It's just really funny. And then they end up with get them all kicked out of the room, and they're like, okay, we're gonna barricade the door. Well, they bust in through the window, and there they are right behind the curtains. And I just thought that was funny. All the dirty con people are right there. It's just funny, and I like how the scenes are. They're just really likable, fun characters.
Yeah, and I like when Priory's pretending to be Colonel Dennis, and he's made up like all these stories from the war or whatever, and he had this horse named Satan.
Yeah. And then he can't ride a horse to save his life, and then Jodie Foster's character decides, well, I've got an idea, so she gonna end up getting him on that horse, which she can't ride. That's funny.
I don't really know very much of like behind the scenes or the production or anything, but I read in the trivia that the first director on this, who was, I think he wrote the screenplay. This is based on a book, but I think he wrote the screenplay. He was also the director of Pollyanna and the original Parent Trap with Haley Mills. And he actually left this movie and didn't direct it because he thought the casting of Jodie Foster was all wrong.
Really?
Yeah. According to the...
You was wrong. Because she is perfect. And this movie was perfect.
The stuffed animals that she had.
Oh, Teddy and Piggy Wig?
Yeah.
Piggy Wig.
Did you notice they were actually Winnie the Pooh and Piglet?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know I didn't... They didn't really look like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet.
The bear had a red shirt on. And
okay.
They're like old style Winnie the Pooh and Piglet.
Yeah, I guess. That's funny. That's funny. Teddy and Piggy Wig. I keep wanting to say Piggy Wink. I don't know why.
I don't know. Is that one of the Teletubbies?
Oh my goodness.
Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky?
I have no idea. I wasn't a tubby. What do you call Teletubby fans?
I don't know.
I wasn't into that.
Well, you were a little older probably.
Yeah, I was too old for it when they came out. Though I'm sure some people my age probably were really into it. I mean, I can't say that I haven't been into things that weren't in my age range.
Well, obviously me neither. And kids today don't know how good they have it because they can make screenshots. When we wanted to make screenshots, we had to actually take a picture of the TV and then get the film developed. I say that because somewhere in our photos there's a picture of the TV set with Candleshoe playing on it.
Oh my goodness.
It really didn't turn out. It was all distorted and blurry.
I mean, I do miss those days in some ways because some stuff I do miss, but in other ways, I'm glad for the technology that we have today because I don't know how many photos that I never got developed that were probably good photos, but I never ended up getting them developed. I had rolls and rolls of film that just got wasted. From school, too. Field trips and all kinds of stuff. Never ended up getting developed. I don't know.
And this has never been released on Blu-ray. I did notice there were like HD, you can stream it in HD on like iTunes and Amazon and whatnot, but there's no Blu-ray. This was kind of a little rough looking, so it would be nice to see it restored, but they probably won't if there's not put it on Blu-ray if there's not a market for it.
And if you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It is a good family film. It's awesome.
So how many Spanish doubloons would you rate this out of 10?
Out of 10? A whole 10. Because I love this movie. I can't. I love it. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll have to give it 10 too. Just for like nostalgia's sake. I think I rated it 4 on Letterboxd. Not 4 out of 10, but 4 out of 5. Okay, so we're a little rusty at this, but
yeah.
We're going to try to make this a regular thing. Anything else?
No, but it'll be your pick next time.
Sure. I'll find something. So, until next time, thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Is that what we say? What do we say?
I don't know. It's been a while.